the title, so I know. And then sometimes I'll even put a little note in the title of what it's for, or I'll just add that later. But usually I like to do it in the moment, or I'll forget. Recording. Alright, and then I'm going to save that. And then I'll export that too as a MP3 or whatever you'd like for the assignment there. So anyway, so there's that one. That one's finished. Now the next one I'm going to do that would be for the vocalist one, and then I'm going to leave the same setup, but I might change the gain a little bit. You see me messing with the gain in the song because I could tell it wasn't quite high enough. And I always like to try to keep it at that like 70% threshold on the thing. Otherwise you get the it's either it's too quiet and you're trying to amp it up when you're doing the audio mixing, or it's too loud and then you're trying to solve those cracks, and those are the worst, as I'm sure you are well aware, being a professional in this. Alright, let me just grab something right here real quick. Oh, and you know what I didn't do? I was trying to prepare everything ahead, but so as you can see, I'm kind of doing a theme here. We're doing kind of the Tolkien theme. I don't know if you can tell, but I got some replicas here on the wall. Some of Gimli's axes right there and stuff. But obviously the Misty Mountain songs from the Hobbit lore and then stuff. But I'll play a Lord of the Rings song on my saxophone now here. And one thing I forgot now, should have been for the soloist too if I had it, but I need a music stand. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Alright, got a music stand here. I'm not sure if you want me to clip stuff or not. I would clip stuff in the video, but I think you want it raw because it's for the assignment, right? So that's why I'm not going to clip anything really. Just trying to do it quick. Alright, so I got my saxophone here, my stand. Alright, so finish this up here real quick. By the way, I've been very enjoying your class. It's been very fun to learn about a lot of this stuff. I've already done a lot of music from my Ventura College, where I have a 2-year degree, an associate's in music. But I'm getting the commercial music, which is super exciting, from Liberty. So, and I've been playing. Now I might be a little rusty because of all the COVID stuff. My orchestras have all been closed down for 6-7 months, but I have been playing since I was 11 years old, since I got this, in my community orchestra, Christian Fellowship Orchestra, which, if you're ever curious, I have my YouTube channel. I have actual recordings and I've done all this, and then with the camera or performance. Now, it sounds a lot better in person because these instruments and mics are not the best at recording, but it's still nice. And I'm sorry if you hear an occasional little bark. That's my little dog in the other room. Alright. I think I'm going to do Rohan. This is the name of the song. But if you've seen Lord of the Rings movies, you recognize it. Alright, let's make sure this isn't too loud. So I'm going to be kind of close to it. And here we go. Normally I'd let the musician have a second to warm up or whatever. Alright, here we go. So you might have recognized that from the Lord of the Rings, the second one, I think, is when it comes in. So it's Rohan. A lot more the Two Towers movie. Oh, that's the music by Howard Shore as well. But I'm sure you know all this. Anyway, I'm a big fan. I don't know if you know, there's a video game called Lord of the Rings Online, which I think is pretty cool. But been playing it since a long time. But the composer for that, who is a game composer, music, classical music basically, for gaming soundtracks, Chance Thomas, he did all the music for it over the last few years, and it's nostalgic for me. I love the music since I was a little kid, been playing the game, and I always was like, oh, that's so cool. And I knew who his name was later when I figured out when I started caring about what the composer was who did the music once I was in my high school. But it's so cool though, because I actually got to meet him and talk to him and interview him at Channel Islands, which was super cool, and we got along so good. The other professor was like, hey, you got a thing, you have to leave, and he's like, oh yeah. This dude was great, but he even signed my one copy of the music I have here, the original, which is so cool. He even signed it for me. So that's a cool memory. But anyway, I thought you'd probably appreciate that, considering you love the music stuff. So but it's kind of fun when you get to meet someone, even if they're not like super famous, but like he's famous, and I mean he did the music for Peter Jackson's King Kong, so like he's not famous, but you know what I mean. It's still I was ecstatic to meet him because I love his music, but because he did, obviously he's not Howard Shore who did Lord of the Rings music for the movies, but he did all the music for the games, and that's interesting because it sounds similar in some ways, like the Shire music. And he made the comment that, like, well, we drank from the same Kool-Aid. We both love Tolkien's works. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, so I'm going to post this. I hope it's not too long. Anyway, I love it. I hope someday I get to meet you in person. I always like to meet my professors in person, even though the online is convenient with all the stuff going on. And I can get to go to your guys' university, even though I live in Virginia. So that's really cool. I'm over here in Southern California, Ventura. But it was really nice to... Thanks for listening, and I think I filled all the points that you needed. I'm going to save the files, and I will send them to you too. I don't know if you need those as well, or if you just wanted the setup of us setting up the music. And then, of course, when I take it down, I'll take everything apart, roll up the chords good. One thing that's important to me, and I've a lot of people who've taught me, you got to roll up the chords good so they don't get ruined, bent, or whatever. Especially the bigger ones that are professional ones with the three. I'm trying to think of the name right now. We just learned this. Sorry, the name with the 3 prongs you put in. But so anyway, and then I put everything away. I keep this all safe because the microphone's really, this one in particular is not quite as strong as like a condenser or the other microphones. But yeah. Well, anyway, it was nice to you can see me in person, and have a good day, Professor. Thanks.